As you're being seated, would you do a big favor for me? I'd like you to grab your worship folder that you got when you came in. Looks like this. Hopefully you also received a pen. So grab both those, but maybe your pen in your lap for a moment. And we're going to do a little something together. You'll notice your worship folder has a small page. It's a short page. It looks like this. I want you to take it, and I want you to fold it back and forth. So everybody together with me, just fold it back and forth. It's perforated. We're getting ready for something very spectacular to take place here in a moment. So bend this bad boy back and forth a couple times for me. All right, now don't start tearing it. Hold on. Now, on the count of 3, we are all going to tear it off together, all right? So entertain me. This is totally entertainment for Pastor John, okay? Here, so on the count of 3, we're going to tear it off together. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Does anybody destroy their bulletin, by the way? Because I did. I messed up bad. But nevertheless, now you've got 2 pieces of paper. This one, during the middle of the sermon, when you're beginning to fall asleep, you can read this to keep you awake. Ha ha, that's a joke. That will never happen. Okay. The other one, what I want you to do is I want you to take, and I want you to take your pen in one hand, and I'd like for you, I'm being somewhat facetious and goofy, but I would like you to fill out your name, address, telephone number on the bottom. Fill this out. Let us know that you were here. Now, why do we want you to do that? Well, we do not have some special gold chart in our office somewhere, and you're getting points or flyer miles or anything like that. Okay, that's not taking place. But this is a great way for me to let you know some things about Discovery Community Church. I'd like to let you know about some great things that happen here and how to get you connected to this great church. Now, there's something else. On the back side, you'll notice it says at the top, Get in the Game, Summer Service Drive. Now, at Discovery, summer's a big deal to us. Okay, we dig summertime. We think it's important for lots of reasons. One of the reasons is that for a lot of us, we operate in like high gear all the time. All fall, winter, spring, we're just going hard. And at Discovery, we think the summertime should be a time where you reconnect with the people around you. You reconnect with your family. You reconnect with your church family. You should have some time away. I also think it's a time to reconnect with God. You know, you go so hard and you get in this mode and you're going from here to here to here, and sometimes you get disconnected from God during this crazy time. I think summertime can be a great time to get reconnected with God. And I also think it's a great time to get reconnected with His mission. So, what we're doing at Discovery this summer, starting June 22nd through the end of August, we're going to have this summer schedule. We're going to ask people to serve 2 weeks out of the summertime. For some of you, those 2 weeks can be a time of exploration. You can try a new ministry. Maybe you can try serving with different kids ministry or something like that. It'll allow you to experiment, find out maybe this is something really cool, and some really cool things happen in our kids ministries. I mean, toddlers are pretty awesome, It's not just sitting, running and chasing them around, but you can watch and experience some of the coolest things that come out of a toddler's mouth, Sometimes a child has just the greatest perspective of God. It can be life-changing for you to be serving in there. So it can be a great time of experimentation, but the other thing it does, it allows a lot of people who serve week in and week out in our children's ministries to have a bit of a break. Because we're not going to ask anybody to serve more than 2 weekends over the summertime. And by you stepping up to serve also enables that to happen. Does it make sense? So I'd like you, there's the whole page dedicated to that. You can talk about things that you prefer. I prefer holding little babies. I mean, who doesn't dig that? Brian, you okay with that? It's all right. I got to hold, I don't know what the deal is with the water. We had 2 babies in our church born yesterday. I just got to go hold one of them, and I was like, oh, man. I prefer playing with children. I prefer assisting another leader. That's code words for I don't prefer holding babies or anything else. Anyway, then you can choose some weeks. So I'd like you to just take a couple of minutes and do that. In between services over the next several weeks, we're going to have a booth set up in the lobby area. You can go to that booth and sign up, or you can just fill it out, drop it in the offering boxes, which are in the back of the auditorium. Enough about that. I'm going to be kind of encouraging that over the next couple of weeks. Has anybody enjoyed the summer that just sort of slipped in on us in Tacoma? Anybody? It's like, I don't know where it came from. I don't think we had spring, honestly. It's just like, boom, summer. And I dig summer. And particularly this year, I got really tired of the spring. Anybody with me? It was like nasty. But nothing says summer like a little lemonade. And I don't know about you, but it's just not lemonade without a little, and not just a little sugar. If you're going to have some lemonade, you got to have the right amount of sugar. You with me? Except right now, half of you are with me. The other half, like, I can't believe you did that. Little sugar, and to make it just right. Little strawberry, yeah, totally. And that has no little strawberry, by the way. I don't know where. That's like strawberry's been playing in the major leagues or something, doing a little, what I'm talking about. It's a little Jose Canseco strawberry right there. Look at that. Doesn't that? You guys are right now just thinking, this is summertime. It's hit. It's arrived. You got lid. No, we're not. We need a little more. We need a little more sugar. Okay. Yeah. All right. You can see the sugar right now just grinding that strawberry up. Look at that. I'm talking about. Gosh, I wish you guys could have some of this. And nothing says lemonade like a man cup. That right there, you can change the oil, rinse it out, and have lemonade all in one. Oh, man, right now that sugar is just grinding away at my enamel on my teeth. Summertime. Well, you know what? It's not right until you do it right. Put in all the right ingredients. But what if I change the ingredients? I'm going to have another drink. That's good. I made it last service, but this one's better. You guys scored. Oh, wait a minute. I scored. Sorry. What if I mix up the ingredient a little bit, What if I change the ingredients? Would it make a difference? Possibly. What if I added, say, something like a little Prestone? Do you think it would make a difference? Yeah, I might. But what if it was, I'm talking, what if I just used like a spoonful of Prestone? Do you think it'd still make a difference? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, if I had a little bit of Prestone, man, I'm going to have another bit of that. Wow, by the way, the next half hour is going to be really fast. But if I add a little bit of Prestone, it would totally make a difference, right? Even if I added the tiniest amount of Prestone, I bet I couldn't get one person in here to drink it. Anybody? Jared is the only one. Katya, you have to have a little talk with him about antifreeze, okay? So the truth is that small things can make a difference. I call this the power of one. And I want to talk about that this entire time this morning, the power of one. Take your bulletin. You already have it out. You got your pen out. There's a note section to the bulletin. It's all blank side of the paper. I'd like you to write on the back, the power of one. One small ingredient can make a huge difference, right? So what we just showed. I had this incredible lemonade. Man, that was good. And I just add one little ingredient, the smallest amount of, say, a little bit of antifreeze, and it will totally change the outcome. It makes a huge difference. Now, we're walking through the book of Esther. And I'd like to share with you that if I were to boil down the book of Esther to one key truth, it would be this one. If I could only walk away from the book of Esther with one truth, it would be this: the power of one. One small ingredient can make an enormous difference. And for me, when I read the book of Esther, it is in every little crevice of the story. I want to show you what I mean. We have Esther. This is our young hero that we've been following. She has, I'm not going to go do the whole backstory. You guys can check out a lot of the teaching online and go back if you're interested in the rest of her story. But basically, Esther has just recently become queen. And she's starting to get sort of used to it, She's getting comfortable with her new role. And the Bible doesn't tell us how long she's been queen, but she's been queen for a little while, and she's just now starting to get used to being queen. I don't know how hard that would be. How hard would it be to get used to being a queen? I don't know, but she's just now starting to get sort of familiar with her new job.